SMOD Father checking in. Welcome to Clint's Meadow of Doom. Doing another video. Wanted to talk today focusing on Bandcamp, one of my favorite websites. Of course, I've been using Bandcamp to help bands find support, financial support. That's part of my job, and so Bandcamp has really been a godsend, and I've been able to really use that as a great way to help these bands get paid. Bandcamp has been one of the better companies, one of the better websites out there for supporting the artists and giving them a good share of profits from the sales. It's obviously 100 times better than Spotify and YouTube and things like that. In terms of paying artists a percentage, Bandcamp really takes the cake in that regard. It's Bandcamp Friday coming up March 1st, if it does take place. I'm recording this video February 20th. So they actually had the first Bandcamp Friday of the year was February 2nd. And there hasn't been any updates of whether there's going to be more Bandcamp Fridays like in March and April or whatever. As many of you may have heard, Bandcamp has gone through a bit of a transition over the last few years. They were bought out by a company called Songtradr. They no longer really seem to be trusted by a lot of people. A lot of people think that this is not a good situation, that they're owned by this new company. This new company came in and fired about 50% of staff that were involved in like a union and all this kind of stuff. And so there seems to be a bit of a concern that this new company, Songtradr, is not very pro-independent, pro-little person, blue-collar type of attitude. So there's some concern that this company may change Bandcamp for the worst, and that may ruin Bandcamp for that grassroots, that grassroots feel that it's had. That's been a breath of fresh air in a world full of conglomerates and just cold corporate crap, which YouTube has become, unfortunately. Just like that, Google and YouTube and places like Facebook. I mean, all these big social media companies, all these big companies online have become soulless and big and just too big for their own good. There was some concern that Bandcamp is going to turn into that. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Are you worried about Bandcamp? The Bandcamp Friday, it was going strong, but there's no real guarantee that Bandcamp Friday is going to continue, at least with the frequency that it has in the past, now that the new company is owning it here. They have not released a schedule for 2024, so I'm going to post this on March 1st, and hopefully there will be a Bandcamp Friday being held that day, and if there's not, well, I don't know what to tell you. I'm trying to help get the band some support here by promoting Bandcamp on Bandcamp Friday, and I'm just a little annoyed that they're keeping you in limbo about Bandcamp Friday going forward. They could put out a schedule, and they haven't done it. There's no news about it at all. All they said was that they released it back last year, end of 2023. They were announcing that there would be a Bandcamp Friday in February. So they haven't talked about any other Bandcamp Fridays, and I'm just a little worried about that. Bandcamp Friday, of course, is a great day. The bands get more revenue that day. They get a higher share of the profits. Bandcamp usually gets a good 15% of the profits, which is, again, pretty damn good. Pretty good pro-artist stance. Only 15% of the profits goes to the company. On Bandcamp Friday, it's about a further 10% towards the artist, so only about a 5% goes to Bandcamp on Bandcamp Fridays, usually the first Friday of every month. So they had one February 2nd. I don't know about March 1st, 2024, but this video will be posted that day. So we'll see if Bandcamp Friday happens on March 1st. Let's hope it does. But for the rest of the video, I'm just going to show off my Bandcamp profile, since this is a Bandcamp type video here talking about Bandcamp Friday and the future of Bandcamp under Songtradr, the new company that owns it, and just how much change will happen to this great grassroots, blue-collar, pro indie, pro little guy type of website. How much change, how much corporate will it get? So I'm going to show off my Bandcamp collection here in the rest of the video and just kind of go through it, tell you a little bit about what's in my Bandcamp collection, and just show it on my Bandcamp profile. So thanks for watching, everybody. So let's take a look at my Bandcamp here. As you can see, owner-operator, Stone Meadow of Doom and SMOD Nation. If you haven't joined SMOD Nation on Facebook, it's a pretty crazy group. Not for everybody. You got to have thick skin, and we like to joke around there, and so it's a little bit out there for most people. But if you have a dark sense of humor, if you like politically incorrect humor, just a man who loves music and wants to spread it, and that's the truth. And then there's a link to my YouTube channel. Well, here's my collection. I have 1,032 albums in the collection, 577 followers, following 844. And here's stuff that's in my Bandcamp. The new Spiral Guru. That's a really good album. All these albums are really good. The old ones, Giant Dwarves and Black Holes, Witch in Hawaii. That's a really great release. New Cosmodrome. Cosmodrome. They've been on the channel for a long time. Their previous releases, they actually got a lot of views. This release, their debut from 2015, had hundreds of thousands of views. Can't remember the exact amount, but it had a lot of views. This band is from Germany. They're instrumental. And boy, they can really play their instruments. So their new record came out in December. So definitely check that out. Now, any day of the month is a good time to support artists, but Bandcamp Friday, first Friday of the month when it's held, is even better, as they get about a 10% extra amount of revenue from the sale. That's like 93 versus 83 on the rest of the days of the week and the rest of the days of the month. So hopefully there'll be a Bandcamp Friday. Don't hold your breath. This new company has not put out a schedule yet, so we'll see. Screaming Bones, a great solo artist who has supported the channel, and a very kind person. So go support Screaming Bones. Sloth has also been very supportive, and Fuzz Evil, New Blood, that's on the channel. Supersonic Dragon Wagon, a really great artist, has been very supportive as well. There's some really good people out there that support SMOD, and I really appreciate them. A lot of bands are, unfortunately, they're quick to turn their back on you when it becomes convenient for them to do so. So some of these bands have turned their back on me over the years. Stone Rebel, of course, they're Space Indigo Part 3. They release a new album, it seems like, every month. Very prolific, Stone Rebel is. Granny's House, that's been on the channel. Rising Sabotage is a great band. Great band. Mouth, the German band, very prog band. Really cool guys, very, very good supportive people of the channel as well. Laser Beam, he has sent me some support donation and stuff. Very nice guy, very supportive guy. So his album Lost in Oblivion's in there. A Graham Trip is in here. Moon Circle, that's an oldie but goodie that used to be on the channel originally like 10 years ago almost. So way back in the mid-2010s when I was starting, the first few years after starting the channel, this was on there and doing very well. Red-Eyed Hyena and King of None. Name of Kings, another band that these guys emailed me and told me they had my back, and they didn't like all the witch hunt stuff that was going on, so that was nice of them. Illuminated Void, which is from this guy who put out a great project called Sleaze Stack, which is a very Doom project that he put out. He put out Illuminated Void as well. He's been very nice and supportive of the channel as well. Abanamont, however you pronounce that. That album has done really well on YouTube. I know it's gotten hundreds of thousands of views across YouTube. Tales of a Liquid Dawn have been a nice band. Magister's a good band. Clouds Taste Satanic, of course. Most people know that band. They've been putting out a lot of releases over the last 10 years. Timelapse Aurora, a really cool psych space drenched band. Very supportive as well. Very kind band. Reverse Death is an awesome band. Black Sky Giant, of course. Great stuff there. Instrumental. Argentina, I believe, is where they're from. Tragic, Salt of the Earth, a great release. So as you can see, this is pretty much all stoner and doom, as you would expect in my Bandcamp collection here. You know, Crypt Witch, they're a cool band, a very nice supportive band as well. Zong, a very nice band, very cool band. They're a great Australian band, I believe. Probably one of my favorite modern Australian bands. So go check out and support Zong if you haven't. Sex Blender's a really nice band. Dead Spirit Communion is a really great band. I've put up several of their releases. Cracked Machine, of course, a really supportive band as well, and they just put out a new record, although I have not been contacted by them about uploading it yet. But they worked with me for their early releases, and The Call to Void was on the channel, and it had hundreds of thousands of views. So The Earth Below is great. Astro Weed, awesome band, more instrumental stuff, maybe by the same people that make King Weed and Stone Rebel and stuff like that. A lot of these bands are similar, and they're from France. I'm wondering if the same people are playing on most of these projects. This is another one from France. A lot like Stone Rebel. So I'm wondering if Astro Weed has the same people in it as Stone Rebel and King Weed. I have a hunch that it does. And there's others too, but Stone Rebel and King Weed are probably the more prolific ones. At least one of the same guys playing on it. Might be a solo project. Who knows? Watchman, really cool doom project. Sahara is a great doom band as well, very doomy. Galaverna, very cool, folksy, almost sounding, indie, almost like a very medieval sounding, folksy sounding hard rock band. Hashishian, really, really great heavy record there if you haven't heard of them. Really good stuff. Lambda. I've supported them for a long time. They're a really, really nice band as well. Very, very good guys. Sigma Ori, really cool band. Witch Helm, of course, a famous doom band that's gotten quite a bit of love on YouTube. But Sigma Ori is a great instrumental band. Very beautiful psych space stuff. Beyond the Dome's a really great record. Melt, really good record. Blue Rising Sun. Acid Hags. Gotta love these band names in the stoner scene. Brett Pearl. And Stranger in My Town, another really nice supportive band. Very kind people in that band. Another instrumental, I believe. Lots of instrumental stuff that's really, really good. Goat Leaf, you gotta hear them if you haven't heard them. God, they are good. Flitcraft, Our Long Journey to the Middle. You gotta love Bandcamp. Any day of the week is a good time to support bands on Bandcamp because they get such a high percentage. 83% of profits, that's pretty good. Octopus Diver, of course, most people know them. Great instrumental band. Similar to King Weed and Stone Rebel, once again. There's King Weed, Smoking Land, Smoking Souls. Jack Harlan and the Dead Crows. Hazy Sea, another similar band to King Weed and Stone Rebel. But Jack Harlan and the Dead Crows, bluesy, doomy, fantastic heavy metal hard rock band. And again, very cool with me and my channel and supportive. Sloth, again, very cool. Of course, Deadly Vipers, Futural Knot. Hollyweed. same kind of deal. Another band that's like King Weed. Universal Hippies, that is a different person. I know that. I know him personally. King Mountain, they have vocals on their records, but they sound similar to King Weed and Hazy C and stuff like that. And they're a little doomier, a little heavier. Sleeping Pandora is a great project. If you haven't heard him, solo project, I believe. Very, very good instrumental soundscapes. Just, you can get lost in Sleeping Pandora's instrumental soundscapes, man. Weed Druid is a cool band. Into the Acid Swamp has been one of the most popular videos on my channel for a long time. Hear the Captain Speaking, The Captain is Dead. Really, really great supportive band as well. Swamp Lantern, Arcade Messiah, The Cosmic Trip Advisors. Cloud, of course, has been on the channel for a long time. Since way back in 2015, I was releasing stuff by Cloud. Very doomy instrumental music. Haunted, a great band. Haunted, a great band on Twin Earth Records. Twin Earth Records is one of the better modern labels in the 2010s onward. We're always a really good supportive label. So Twin Earth Records, if you haven't checked them out, boy, they have a lot of great stuff. The Burning Brain Band, which is the guy from Druid, if you remember Druid, which has been on the channel for a long time and is a really great band. The Burning Brain Band is their other project, their other band, or basically it's probably the same band but just changed names. UFO AM. Of course, the Marlboro Men. Who Says You Can't Get High at 95 miles per hour. Very famous record that's been on the channel that's gotten a lot of views. Morganthus, very great Black Sabbath sounding doom band. Ozzy Osbourne sounding on the vocal work, really good. Morganthus. So, anyway, I don't know how long it would take to show the entire collection on here. I don't want this video to get too long, but mainly just a shout out to Bandcamp and kind of showing off some of the stuff in my Bandcamp collection in case anybody wants some suggestions of things to go buy, especially on Bandcamp Fridays if they are continuing to be held. Keep your eyes out and see if they are. Nap, of course, a very, very nice band from Germany. Thumblock, great Australian stoner rock band. Lofen, really cool Polish band. Super Fat, a really great band. I love the band name, Super Fat. Super Fat Riffs. Oh yeah, Super Fat Riffs, you bet. Of course, Stoner Roar. They've done really well on the channel, and they've been a good supportive band through all the thick and thin as well. The Great Machine's a really cool band from Israel. Probably the best band from Israel that I've heard is The Great Machine. Giant Dwarf, another great, I believe, Australian band, as well as Rollerball. Rollerball is a really great project. Another Australian one, I believe. Yep, another Australian one. Split the Sun, great band there. Cool. So how many albums do you have in your Bandcamp? Give me a follow if you haven't, so I can check out what you have in your collection. Supernatural Buffalo is really cool, unique band. Pretty mellow, beautiful stuff there. But yeah, let me know what you have in your Bandcamp collection. Give me a follow. And let's hope that Bandcamp does not fall into the soulless corporate garbage, and hope it doesn't get changed too much, because it really is a good, refreshing place for the small bands out there. The little guy that is stoner rock, I mean, that's definitely the definition of the little guy doing music, the independent musician. They need all the support they can get from SMOD, which I continue to do. It's a passion of mine to help artists, and I'm glad to be able to do this for 10 years now. And hopefully I've made a good impact and positive impact for lots of bands and fans of stoner rock as well. Hopefully they've found some great stuff on SMOD over the years. Aura Blaze is a really good artist as well. He's a very kind person as well. So I just wanted to show a large portion of my Bandcamp. Demonata, very good South American band, or maybe it's Central American. It's Chile, right? Yeah, it's Chile, sorry. A Chilean stoner band. One of the best, probably the best from Chile, is Demonata. Hope this was interesting. There's Who Says You Can't Get High at 95 miles per hour by the Marlboro Men. Dave Talon, a really, really great guy. Great guy. He's in the Marlboro Men. Really good guy. A very good friend of mine. Shout out to you, Dave. Mosh Generator, great band. So thanks for watching this video. I hope it was interesting. I guess I'll cut it off before it gets too long. Mr. Bison's a great record. I'll be back with some more music soon. Doom on, guys. Thanks for watching.